Oh, this is gonna be awesome. That will do for tonight's dinner. All right, there it is. Oh, this is amazing. First wound, 7 whole days. First time I've been alone since Patagonia. That's so good. A giant bass and an eel.
I'm Zachary Fowler, and this is the 7-Day Island Survival Challenge. For the next 7 days, this island's all mine. To build, to create,
I hope this works.
to have adventure on,
Yeehaw.
and to catch and cook as many unique things as I can come up with.
Smoked eel sushi in the outdoors. We are off on another adventure, 7-Day Island Survival Challenge. This is so cool. I got a small boat full of stuff as you see here. This is a catch and cook survival challenge. So I brought some goodies to be able to make the cooks better than just cooking plain fish all the time. We saved that for the 30-day survival challenge for the real nitty-gritty survival stuff. This is adventure. I got the kayak because we actually are on one lake over that you can't get to with the power boat. So we got a portage over a dam and check out the island. I'm gonna anchor the boat here though, because this is a beautiful lake as well. We'll come back up to this lake with the big boat, do some fishing here, do some kayak fishing down there, do some building on the island. Need any more be said than that? It is going to be awesome. All right, boat is secure, I think. Little fish are jumping all over the place. This is gonna be awesome. The water here is crystal clear, even more than the water on Crawford for Waterworld, possibly. Oh, big bass right there. 2 of them, 3 of them. Look at them. Just cruising along right there. Let's see if I can't rig up and catch myself some dinner. I got a lot of camp building to do when I get down there. So if I can catch something now, I can focus on setting up my camp before the rain sets in. They're just cruising through here. Like no big deal that I'm even here. Looks like rain possibly on the horizon. Got this brand new mystery tackle box Elite. And like, I haven't even tied on to my leader yet. Let's see, what do we have? The hardest part's gonna be catching what I want to catch and not catching the small guys. It's really clear. I'm going with top water. I wanna see the top water blow up. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be able to see it come up and smash this. Like, this is gonna be epic. Something small. Not the big one. The big guy for dinner. Not those small ones. There we go. Oh, not one of the bigger ones. Oh, good, he got off. All right, re-rigging. They didn't like the top water, so we're gonna go with a creature. Soft plastics, big bass, some sort of a creature thing. Whoa, that is one creature. Oh, no way. That is a cool bait. It's got a hook slit and the hook, well, bait and hook. Because of the tip of the hook, you put it up and it sits on there like that and it protects it. Makes it automatically weedless. No kidding. Fish hits, boom, hook set. Let's try again. Gotta get going before it rains. There we go, fish on. Little one. And let him go. They're definitely into these creatures. They totally reek of anise. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain already. Oh man, look at that. I should have stopped here first and tried a worm right in there instead of going after the bassin. All right, let's get out of these bushes. Big old bass right there, just shooting off. They're just teasing me. Oh, there's a whole bunch. What is that? Is that a trout? Oh my goodness. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh.
It's a little bit of heartbreak for me every time that happens. I hate to leave anything behind, much less a hook in a fish's mouth. I do hear they rust and fall out, and I've never caught a fish with a hook in its mouth from somebody else. I use 2 feet of 8-pound fluoroliter, and I almost never break off except for when I hook up on a stick.
All right, I found where the fish are. I was wasting my time earlier. This is where the big ones are. Ugh. These guys reek of anise. It smells so good. I want to eat them myself. Let's see. I see fish everywhere. All right, here we go. Now I'm juiced. I'm all jazzed up. That big wad of beaver trees and stuff in the dam there. There's just housing all kinds of fish. Oh, there's the beaver. There we go. Yeah. Not the big one I was hoping for, but an eater. All right, get in the boat. All right, there we go. There's one. Should probably get one for now and one for later. First fish of the trip. All right. Whew. One fish down. And first fish of the, not a big one. Not even a full pound, I don't think, but that will do for tonight's dinner. Time to get to the island, stop screwing around. Rain's been nice enough not to pick up all that heavily. Appreciate it. Oh man, this is a sweet spot. I'll have to come back here and try to pick off something bigger out of there. Woo-hoo. This is gonna be exciting. 7 days to figure this place out and really start nailing some fish, doing some fun cooks, having lots of energy from all the good food, and build some really cool stuff. I even stopped and picked up 2 pieces of roadkill, just in case I get really hungry. No, I'm kidding, I'm not gonna eat it. Make a maggot farm, and then I can use some of those maggots to fish with, catch some other smaller fish, really hammer down on some tiny fish, and do some little tiny fish cook. All right, there it is. There's our island.
Land ho! Land ho!
Drop anchor! Bring her up hard to starboard, helmsman.
Do you know what's there? Waiting. Immortality!
Do you not notice? That be the same little island that we made you governor of on our last little trip.
Your island? Yeah, it's mine.
I think it's about 2.5 acres, maybe 3. But for the next 7 days, she's all mine. To build, to create, to have adventure on, and yeehaw. It looks good. I've been out here once before already and scouted it, and got permissions to come here, so don't try this on your own. I rented it and have permission to do everything that I'm doing out here, and everything that we do in these series we want to do legally, so I can only catch the amount of fish legally that I'm allowed to catch in the ways that you're allowed to catch them. So you got to be clever. If I'm doing this as a catch and cook survival thing, I'm gonna have to be clever, because I'm only allowed 2 bass a day, unlimited numbers of little perches and sunfish, and only 2 trout, or 2 salmon, 2 rainbow trout, things like that. I don't expect to see any of those, but I think we can get on some brookies and some of these landlocked salmon, probably that are in the other lake. Maybe 1 or 2 have come down this way. Before you go and do anything out in the wild, make sure you do your research. I spend a lot of time, you know, with my whole team, just Googling everything we could possibly think of. If we think it might be illegal, we get a hold of the game warden and ask them. They're very friendly. If you are wondering about something, check out your game wardens.
In Maine, there is a team of men and women dedicated toward conserving Maine's natural resources and protecting the people who enjoy them. Those men and women are Maine game wardens.
I don't see anywhere easy to... Might have to build a dock first thing. It gets deep really quick. There's some decent sized trees too. Maybe I could even build a rope swing. I think I want to... Oh, those are... No way! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No way. I didn't think... I know everybody's been picking blueberries, but I did not see this coming. I thought for sure the season would have gone by, especially out here in the sun. Whoop, I'm getting in the bush. I'm into the blueberries now. Oh, look at that. Ripe, juicy. Oh, this is amazing. Maybe I can use a fish skin, make a pie crust. Or just eat them. I'm just gonna eat them. I'm just gonna eat every single one of these. Oh, find some cattails and try to make some. Oh, they're so good. Primitive flour, and oh, I'm dropping them. I'm so hungry. That's right where I wanted to be camping, up here on this end of the island. There we go. Woo. Home sweet home. A little worse for wear. A little wet. What do we have here? Big old pines. They're blocking the rain, so unless we start getting bigger rains, nothing doing right now. Pretty comfortable. Looks like a lot more blueberry bushes in and around here, but I don't see any blueberries on any of them, probably because they're underneath the shade of the pines and stuff. They just didn't fruit. Well, maybe with all this rain, too, enough of it hitting the ground, the high humidity. Oh, some mushrooms popping up tomorrow. I see some rotten ones. Some like coral, some rotten bullets down in that swampy spot there. Some of these guys, I don't know what this is. I don't think that's an edible. It's not one of the ones I know as edible, so we'll leave that alone. It's cool. Trillium. Those kind of gone by, but they're not, oh, they're just seeds and gush. They're not an edible thing. There's an oak with a growth. Is that chaga? No. Just a growth. Did I say oak? I think I said oak. Obviously it's a birch. Rain is starting to sprinkle down through a little bit. I better get set up and build my camp. Alright, I better hack a path, bring my stuff up, and get it under cover just in case the rain does pick up. I think a lot of this rain was actually coming from a hurricane. It could pick up heavy during the night, even though it's not coming down through the trees much right now. But before we get to all that, let's talk about our sponsor for today's video, Fowler's Makery Mischief.com, my own website, and the place that you can get your slingshots, survival gear. It's not just a website, it's a beginning to your adventure. If you've seen me using it in the videos, the wadobo, the hammocks, the knives, everything that I use for the most part is available on our website, fowlersmakerymischief.com, linked in the description below. And the rest of the series will also be brought to you by a bunch of other sponsors, Grim Workshop, Wazoo. But enough of all that, there's a special gear video so that we don't have to go too nuts in every video about gear and things like that, and all the like naming off everything and where you can get it. You know, there's a link in the description below for the gear video. That'll be linked below every one of the videos. It has our sponsors and their gear and our gear in it. So check out that link in the description below if you're curious about the gear or our sponsors' gear. And let's get to setting up some camp. Ah, first wound. Cut myself on the shovel.
'Tis but a scratch.
Yikes.
Just a flesh wound.
What a mess.
All right, we'll call it a draw.
There we go, that's all of it. Cooler with some vegetables to make the cooks more fun. Drone, tackle box, toolbox, my trapper basket full of all my tools for making stuff and doing things. The saws, bank line, so we can build stuff, lash things. Backpack with hammock, sleeping bag, and the camera bag. I got my favorite, which everybody calls prison sandals. I like them. I don't care if everybody makes one of them. I got them on Facebook, and they're super comfortable. Now, where to set up the hammock? Set up right here. We got a beautiful view out over that way, but when you're in your hammock and the tarp's down because of rain, not much of a view anyway. Over there, more trees to build some stuff. I feel like I would keep my fire next to this brush pile with less work to do for tonight. So maybe across here. I got my rain gear. But at this point, what's the purpose? What's the point? It's so muggy. I hate rain gear normally, but ugh. It's getting dark. There's not a lot of stones in there under the trees. They're all buried under pine needles and stuff. I think this camp's coming along good, but with all that peat underneath the trees, all that composted leaves and needles, it's kind of a fire hazard. Something like that could start a root fire if I was to have days and days of having fires there, dry out the soil. So we want to find some clay, some sand, some flat stones to kind of build it up. And I got my nice folding bucket here, so I'll be able to put it out good every night. I probably won't be doing my usual thing where I keep the fire going the whole time I'm at a place by putting it to sleep and then waking it up in the morning, because I don't want the hot coals and all that to dry out the surrounding area. It's hard to get the rocks out. I gotta pull them out by hand. I'll get them. Anything good on the bottom? Nope, not yet. Oh yeah, look at that. Found a couple stones. There's a nice, like, dragonfly nymph or whatever. That'll make a great fish catcher. That'll probably work better than a worm, or just as good because it belongs here. That should be enough. Let's go build a fireplace and make some dinner. Home sweet home. Let's see. Whew. All right, maybe a slow fire start. Got some sticks from the trees instead of the ground over there. They're a lot drier. Higher up the dryer up. Some birch bark. That'll do the job. It's been a long day since my last meal before I left. Slice of gas station pizza. That was not satisfying. If anything, it's making things worse because Now I got heartburn.
You've got a ticket on the Heartburn Express.
Knew I shouldn't have got the pepperoni. I should have just gone with the cheese. I think I've got some fairly simple fare for dinner tonight. I'm just gonna go with a simple fish cook, sauteed up in the pan with some, you know, roasted tomatoes and peppers and onions on it, and you know, nothing too fancy. Ah, there goes my Band-Aid again. I don't think I brought enough Band-Aids for this trip. I got 3 on one finger, and then on my palm there. Ugh. I'm cutting myself on everything out here. These are wet, even though I did get them up high.
Look what I have created! I have made fire!
Alright. Let's see. We got our plate. One plate. One cutting board. One thing of peppers. One thing of tomatoes. One thing of pickles. Onion. Mayonnaise. Hot sauce, some oil for cooking in. That'll do it. We'll keep it simple tonight. Oh, one more thing. The wok. Boy, I gotta build a stand-up table. I do not like having to do this all squatted down, but this is gonna be epic. Woo! Let's clean our fish. It's hard. I can't do much with my left hand. So many Band-Aids on my left hand. I can hardly operate it. Something out here smells. I don't know what it is. 2 pieces of roadkill. Make a maggot farm. I don't think it's the fish. Like there's some sort of animal poop out here. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to get some water for cleaning stuff. But I got my little guy in there that I found. I'm gonna go throw him on a hook and throw him in the water, see if I can't catch a night fish for some breakfast. And then get back to the cooking. Ugh, I don't really want to grab him. He looks like a giant earwig. Ah, tried to bite me, but didn't really get me. Ow, he's trying to bite me. Ow! Ugh. Alright, well he's on the hook. Not on there really great, but I can't seem to get him further on the hook. Behind the barb. It's an awful big hook for such a little guy, but if something really wants him, it'll take him. No casting room. I wonder if I can do one of my spring casts. To do a spring cast, a really lightweight pole like this, load it up, get your finger on the thing, but you gotta be holding on to the hook. Otherwise, he is trying to bite me with everything he's got. Ow. Doesn't really hurt, but it's just a little freaky. You hold on to the hook, so you're holding on to the ring part of the bottom of the hook. Load up the end of the pole. There we go. Yeah, I got it out there 12 feet. Let's see. There we go. Now I have everything I need. kind of a quiet evening. You know, being out here doing this alone. I don't remember the last time I just did, well, I mean, I'd done a day here and a day there, but like 7 whole days. It's been since Patagonia. I don't know, I wanted to do this one by myself, have a little bit more time to just be away from everything and everyone, reflect, you know, spend some time reading my Bible, some quiet time, and just, I don't know, see what comes out of it. Instead of just, you know, always being with somebody else, or always being with my employees, always being with my business, always being with all the people that want something from me, that want to, you know, ask me about this, or, you know, I love all that, don't get me wrong. So if you've been one of those people that have, you know, how do I do a YouTube channel, or how do I, you know, how do I do this, or, you know, will you play with our gear in your video, or any of that stuff, I love that. Hence the whole 4 years since I've been doing YouTube, and now I've had 1 million subscribers while you're watching this. Like, I haven't bothered to do something alone again at all, because it's fun to be with friends, it's fun to be with others. It's fun to, I love having the business, and I think we got 7 employees now, and 5 technically, 5 YouTube channels. The fifth one we haven't put anything up onto yet. It's coming soon. Onions. Oh, heat's not there yet. But yeah, like I was saying, it's the first time I've been alone like this in forever. You know, Chris has always been with me. Now he's got his own channel, and I said I want to do this one solo. Sorry. This has been the island summer. All kinds of fun island videos. I thought, what better to top it off with than a, ooh yeah, 7-day island catch and cook survival challenge. And the peppers. Woo! Hot tamale. Woo! This is gonna be good. It's worth the wait. Oh, couple sets of chopsticks here. Got some cooking tongs and some eating chopsticks, I think. Oh, like I say to you guys all the time, we need smell-o-vision. We need smell-o-vision.
Re-experience your favorite movies in a whole new way.
What an incredible smell you got.
Smell-o-vision by Fowler. Risk the sniff.
When I hit 10 million, I'll invest everything in smell-o-vision. So these videos could be like the first most epic videos ever. Can't believe I hit 1 million. I mean, I knew it was inevitable, but I guess I can't believe that it's not more, it doesn't feel like more of a milestone.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, come on.
Tomatoes and basil. I don't know. It really doesn't feel that incredibly epic to hit 1 million, but I think the thing is it's not really about the million, it's about the journey. All the adventures that I've had, all the people that I've had a chance to meet and spend some time with because of it, and Wooded Beardsman and Chris and the rest of the Mischief team, and the you know, creating my own studio and building the website and going on alone, and that led to all of this, and oh, there we go. I just realized I don't think I've ever bought regular salt in like years now. It's always Wadobo or Aces, And at home, and now with me here, is kimchi powder. I just get it off of Amazon. It's just a kimchi spice, and it's for making kimchi, but it's like it's a red pepper blend, but it's not really a hot thing. It's more of a flavor thing. I mean, to people who don't do any hot at all, they'd be like, "Oh, this is hot." Slowly work the vegetables out. My goal was to, as much as possible, keep a minimal, so I got one plate. I don't have a bowl to make my usual tartar sauce, so I'm gonna do kind of a deconstructed tartar sauce by just not mixing it, just having chunks of pickle and mayonnaise, and then kind of like taking a little bite of the fish in with that and mixing them together, see what happens. Alright, this looks like a hot mess, but I think it's actually going to be really good. I do wish I hadn't thrown it. I did catch one fish off camera, and I was like, oh, the GoPro is not going, so I'm throwing it back, and it's not that big. It was the same size as the one I kept. Now I wish I had had two, because it feels like it's missing something. It needs like a bowl of rice. I did bring some rice, because I'm going to make some sushi. Not raw sushi, but like, if I can catch an eel, I'll do like a sushi eel rolls or something. Say grace and dig in. Lord, thank you for this first day and that it didn't rain too much. A little wet, but that's okay. I'll dry out. And just bless this food to my body. Bless the rest of this 7 days of adventure, that you just give me the wisdom to get up to more adventure and just to experience the fullness of life that you have in mind for us and the adventure that is out there. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, it's like 10 o'clock at night. I am so hungry. Flake of fish fried up in the oil. That's good. That's good. A little plain. Now, with a stack of tomato, basil, peppers, and onions. Oh, that's so good. That's a thing. That's a thing. Alright, how about my deconstructed tartar sauce? This would be so much easier with a spoon or something. Might have to carve a spoon tomorrow. Mmm! That tastes actually really good. Like, pickles and fish actually go really well together. I mean, that's what tartar sauce, all my tartar sauces are made of, is just shredded pickle and mayonnaise. I'm not a huge pickle eater all on my own, but when I put it in the tartar sauce, man, I love it. My tartar sauce idea worked out okay, but the onions, peppers, tomato, and basil, that's huge. That's so much better. Still got a lot to do tonight because I still have to put my hammock up, all that, just so I can get into bed. I haven't really had the location or the opportunity in a long time, and the time to just spend days building and creating a magical wonder world. When I was a kid, I was super inspired by Peter Pan with Robin Williams. You know, that whole place that they had with little tracks, and looked like they were all lashed together things and little carts and little tables and all rustic in the woodsy, and or Swiss Family Robinson, all those ones.
But didn't you ever dream of having a house up on a treetop?
They always seemed like the coolest thing in the world to me. That was pretty awesome. I definitely need to catch more fish.
It's polite.
Got a lot I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna do well at this. About 1 thing of water to start with. But tomorrow, I gotta get my water purifier out. Alright, I gotta finish putting my hammock together and head to bed. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I might be able to sleep in. But that still leaves me plenty of day if it's done raining by 8. Just woke up because I heard the line peel and drag on this pole. It was supposed to be stuck. I was gonna go fix it in the morning. I don't know if I got something. I wasn't supposed to be fishing still. It was just supposed to be snagged. I don't know if I'm dreaming or what. Oh, I'm not dreaming. I caught something. I caught 2 somethings. Holy cow. I caught a giant bass and an eel somehow. My goodness. Okay. Well, I got my eel for my sushi. How the heck? Oh, I see what happened. I caught the eel, and the bass came along and chowed it, because it was like, oh, that's a great meal, that eel. Holy cow. Now, who's got who? Oh, he's in the bass. What? You gotta be kidding me. I didn't bring the neck knife? Oh. It's still around my neck. £3-pound bass. While I'm sleeping. I don't think I can keep him. Seems like he's okay. He's swimming off just fine. And the eel is staying. That eel is going to be my sushi breakfast. Got caught and then swallowed by a bass. Holy cow. The sinker must have been what got caught out there. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. That sinker must have been caught when I was gonna fix it in the morning. Oh my goodness. Foot-long eel. And that bass just choked it and ended up getting caught. Hang that up, head back to bed. Alright, I am in for the night. Not a bad day. I didn't put my tarp down, so if it starts pouring sideways, I am going to be in trouble. I'll have to get out there, make stakes, and pull my tarp down. I left it up so you can still stand underneath of it. Tomorrow we'll get up to a whole bunch more building, more adventure. I'm dry, snug, in my hammock. I'm going to have a good night's sleep. I hope you do too. Thanks for watching. Fowler out.